Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Khloe being in the cloud. Yes, that's her podcast. Now, when Kris Jenner had initially asked Khloe to do this podcast, do you guys remember I was like, why Khloe? Why no other Kardashian but Khloe? However, as time passes and I watch these podcasts of Khloe speaking with other people on her podcast as well as on other podcasts, I realized that Khloe was the ideal pick for the podcast and they all knew it. I didn't see what Kris Jenner, I couldn't see it either because no one knows, their daughter better than the mom in this case. So who knew Khloe better than Kris Jenner? So as time passed and Khloe, did more of these podcasts, I realized that Khloe, she's very, very grounded. She's completely aware. And I believe that she is one of the most in tuned out of all the Jenners. And when I say in tuned, I mean like she's just realistic. And when it comes to delivering and considering others, others' feeling, I think that she is that kind of person that while she's talking about herself, she knows how to, look at this, touch you and say, while I'm saying this about me, it does not dismiss what you are going through. And it takes a really high level of intelligence for someone to be able to transfer and convey that in a podcast. However, Khloe has the ability to do so. And I'm not the only one who's realizing this because a lot of people, when I come across her podcast on TikTok, a lot of people have picked up on these qualities of Khloe's as well. And many people are getting to know her through the podcast and away from reality TV. Now, specifically, what I want to talk about in this video is how Khloe is talking about when she had all the weight before doing, all these procedures, when she was of a thicker frame, she had a lot more confidence. And that is something that takes a lot of humility for anyone to say out loud. Now, while she was on her podcast, Khloe in Wonderland, with fitness influencer Whitney Simmons, Khloe, as I've said, she basically said that when she was heavier, she had a lot more confidence. And it is because she already knew what people had to say about her. Khloe also made it clear that she's completely aware that the plastic surgery that she has gotten, it's just smoke screens and mirrors. And as such, she self-checks in repeatedly. And not only does she self-checks in, she ensures that she works out in a healthy sense, in a healthy manner to look and keep healthy. And she also is realistic when it comes to, being in the presence of her daughter. Like she'll have a slice of pizza because she wants her daughter to know that those things are okay. It's okay to work out at your pace, your comfort, and it's also okay to have a slice of pizza while you're doing all of that. So let's take a look at that clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
The bigger I was way more confident. I think because, like, what are you going to say about me? I know all the things you're going to say. And I would have my days that I would feel low and all of that. And then I will say when I started my fitness journey and like becoming in shape, I felt such a need that I had to keep this up. Like, even if it wasn't for me, I felt like, well, I can't get fat again because everyone's expecting that to happen. And it was also a different type of attention I was now receiving. And then once I got a little older, I was like, well, wait, this is gross. Like I hated that that's why I was getting more attention.
Yeah.
Because I looked a certain way, because it's exciting and it's all this newness.
Absolutely.
So you're in it and you're like loving it. And then after a minute, you sort of remove yourself and you're like, this is all so fake.
Yes.
And I think as long as you know that and you're like, I know this is all smoke and mirrors. I know this is all so fake. And I'm not doing it for them. I need to make sure I'm doing this for me. I mean, it's a lot of, like, I have a lot of self check-ins. And not that this is good, but sort of when I have bad things happen to me in my life, I get to be really introverted and have these major self check-ins and then realize, like, am I doing this for me? Am I doing this because I'm trying to impress somebody else or for society or what?
Yeah.
And once you like whatever your answer is that you come to, I think when you realize, okay, I need to do what's best for me, and you start doing that, the rest doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think it's so important to teach people. I have a daughter, she's 7, and we don't talk about like our bodies and stuff like that, like not about the appearance of it.
Yes.
But I love that she sees me work out and be healthy, but not in an obsessive way. I just want her to know, like, I'm active, and it doesn't even have to be in the gym. It's we run around or we're outside. I like that. And then I also have like a food problem where I love the kids menu and like nothing adult, which isn't great, but I like her to see the balance.
Yes.
And that's fine if other people eat healthy and don't work, whatever. I do what's best for me. But I like her to see, like, I'm active because I'm healthy and I want to be strong, so I can always play with you and do whatever. But I like her to see me eat a pizza and that kind of stuff.
Now, guys, Khloe is also admitting that she has a food problem and she loves what is on the kids' menu. And I love that about Khloe. I love that she's being honest, and I love that she's being her most authentic self. Now, this clip was shared by TMZ on Instagram. And some people had a lot of things to say, like, so BBL surgery is fitness journey. This comment was left by a man. And I don't think people really understand what she's saying. She said fitness. She never denounced her plastic surgery because she did acknowledge it. And she said the plastic surgery that she has gotten, she understands that portion is all smoke screens and mirrors because it really isn't real. But as Khloe, in fact, been on a fitness journey since her plastic surgery, yes, she has. And it shows on her body, and a lot of people can see it. However, when she says it, a lot of people, they're going to automatically jump to, but didn't she get work done? And that is because the Kardashians, they are in fact known to promote unrealistic beauty standards. But in the midst of all of that, we can say that Khloe, in fact, does have a fitness journey, because her fitness journey comes in with, what did she do after plastic surgery? We see her working out a lot, and we see it in the muscle definition. If you look at her back, it is toned and all of that. So while she is acknowledging her plastic surgery, she is also giving herself credit for not just getting plastic surgery, but also to build on that through her fitness journey. And I think that people really don't get it, but I do understand what she's saying. And she's now saying that the pressure to keep up her new look is real, while before the plastic surgery, she already knew what people were going to say about hers, and it didn't really matter. She had accepted that, and she felt a lot stronger. But now, because she has the plastic surgery, she's not feeling that strength anymore. And that is because criticism does paralyze you. Criticisms it can affect you, especially when you start letting the negativity in. And I think the negativity that she has been met with, her and her family, about her unrealistic beauty standards is what she has let in, why she's not feeling the strength that she once felt prior to all the plastic surgeries that she has gotten. She's not feeling that strength anymore because she knows that what people are saying about her and these plastic surgery procedures, she knows it's true. She knows that her body is fake. But as she building on that, absolutely. So while we can give her side eye, let's also give her credit for not only getting the plastic surgery and moving on. She got the plastic surgery. She went on a fitness routine. She went on a fitness journey, and she did show us that she was on a fitness journey. She showed us the before and she showed us the after. So we can definitely see some muscle definition going on there, which is evident that she definitely did put some work in there. Let's give the girl a little credit where credit is due. Now, guys, I came across the clip and I believe it's a good share because I do believe that this shows you that plastic surgery doesn't give you true confidence. And as she says, she has to check in with herself consistently. Do you remember, as I've always said to you guys, we have been taught so heavily to believe that money gives you longevity. It promotes a longer, healthier lifestyle. And while that can be true, we also have to take into consideration in the same span that while we're over here saying that money is good, it, gives you longevity because it helps to improve your quality of life and you can afford certain things around your health. And without money, you can't do that. So I want to remind you that while all of that is true, there's another side to that that is equally factual as well. While money lengthens your lifespan, or can rather, money also can also shorten that lifespan because we often tend to engage in unhealthy practices and unhealthy behavior because of money. We eat unhealthy, we go to sleep, we lay down, we overeat, we overindulge in bad habits like alcohol and other bad substances. Foods that are normally unhealthy, we tend to overindulge in those because we have the money and we can do it, and it's so easy for us to do it. So we often tend to do it, and if we don't have a discipline within us, we don't know how to strike the balance. But Khloe's over here saying she's aware of all of it. She's aware of the good that the money gives her and the bad that it gives her. And as such, she has to self-check in because she's not feeling the strength that she once used to when she was a heavier girl. So this is a good share. And I also believe it's a teachable moment to remind us that surgeries, they don't fix everything. While we may think they do, once they get it, oftentimes these are the discussions that follows after plastic surgery, and only a handful of people are willing to be honest about these things. So kudos to Khloe for her honesty. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take on the matter. While you're at it, thumbs up, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.